With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Give him 2 yards on that play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Play action. Now Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's now third and goal.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. Now it's Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 3 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10, just shy of the 30.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big run there by Johnson. 46 yards.
First down, Packers.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Coming to you, coming to you. Switch, switch, switch. Hey, 88, 88, 88. Crash, crash.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch right there. Check 99. Jim. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And it's caught. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No. 58. 58, come on. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, look, 3.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mike 42. 18. Here we go.
Now it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man, it's Miller. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Trubisky now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Patterson on the carry. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing here, Trubisky. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They run with Patterson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Rodgers. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And a Packer first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
44. Hey, come on.
Here's Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I got you, Pop.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. Here, Mike. You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
88. Check, 59. Hey, Charlie. Mike 5'9". Here we go.
To throw is Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
A gain of 15. First down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Ha-ha Clinton Dix, of course, a former Green Bay Packer, there on the stop.
Box it. Go. Mike 5'9", 50.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
24 is the mic. Man, I got you. Hey, Delta. Red, Delta. Alert. Hey, zoom.
Here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Bears on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Trubisky will throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Alert! 42, Mike 42. Hey, defense, let's go. Bravo. 42 is the mic, boys. 42. 42 is the mic. All you get is a headache. Mike 42.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Trubisky now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. 3 buzz.
Trubisky to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, I got him. That's me. Hey, 18. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Now Trubisky lost the football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They go to Johnson again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
319.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes Cohen. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check, 42's the mark. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, 18. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
42's the Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Mike 42, Mike 42.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
180! All day, dog. Watch tight end. Everyone's got four down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Protein spill.
4-yard line.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
I'm coming after you.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jonathan Bullard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's 2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rodgers going to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
58 to Mike. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Jim.
Right over there. Yeah.
Inside.
Right there. Watch the curl.
Over.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Open on the left side, this is Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 57 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The 20. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Patterson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Here we go. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
To throw again. Rodgers. He finds an opening past the 40. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Come on, QB, come on.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return is Cohen. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The carry here for the big tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end, watch tight end.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Rodgers to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Hey, echo.
94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some, come on here.
He'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, King. Let's get that ball. 58's the mic.
To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 55.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. '24 is the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Trubisky to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A big pickup of 38. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, it'd be up in the 300s right now. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep